Hi, this is Shannon Pickard, and this is your Minute Message. Never forget where you come from. Alright, I don't care what ethnic background you are, or what social economic status that you have or your family has, if your parents are together, if they're not together, or what your past mistakes may be, or whatever. You are an American teenager, which means you have more opportunity than any other person in the world. American teenagers are the coolest, smartest, brightest, most ambitious, most creative people on the face of the planet. But you've got to believe that you are. I've been fortunate enough to travel all over the world. In some countries that I go to, they'll never get to go to college. Those teenagers will never get their driver's license. They'll never even get to go to a football game. They're worried about how they're going to get water to their village this weekend, much less have the problems that sometimes you and I stress over big time. And it really puts it into perspective. So just realize there are hundreds and hundreds of thousands of teenagers. No matter how bad your situation is, they would give anything to trade places with you. But you've got it. You've got the opportunity of a lifetime. But what you going to do with it? Because the choice is yours. And you can do anything with your life that you want. That's your Minute Message. I'm Shannon Pickard. Hi, I'm Shannon Pickard, and here's your Minute Message. All the time people are asking me, Shannon, how do you overcome so much stuff? You don't ever seem like anything bothers you or gets you down or knocks you off track or whatever. Trust me, it does. But I've come up with some things that have really helped along the way. I just think a little bit differently about stuff. Most people, when bad stuff happens to them, their boyfriend breaks up or girlfriend breaks up with them, their parents are having issues, or they don't have much money, or fail a test, don't make the team, or someone close to them dies, or whatever. I mean, sometimes it's really major problems, right? Most people get bogged down with why. Why did this happen? Why does this have to happen to me? And this isn't fair, and all that kind of stuff. If you will just change your question from why to what? Like, what am I supposed to do with this? And how? How can I make the most of this situation? If you just change your question as from why to, wait a minute, how can I do something with this? It'll make all the difference in the world. You know, what is this trying to show me? How is this going to make me stronger? It makes all the difference in the world. You flip your situation around just like that. You turn something that could destroy you and make it work for you. All right, that's what we do in improv comedy. You take any situation that's given, how do I make it work for me, not destroy me? So get that mentality going on, and I promise you, the adversity that you're facing will be able to be tackled a whole lot easier. All right, that's your Minute Message. I'm Shannon Pickard. Hey, this is Shannon Pickard, and this is your Minute Message. Sometimes here in America, we get caught up in our own little selfish things that we've got going on, and how bad things are for us, and, you know, in our own little lives and our own little worlds and stuff like that. But there's a whole other world outside of us that sometimes we forget about. Sometimes we really just take for granted how good we have it here, and we're not grateful. And I think being grateful can really smooth things out for us and lead to success. We had a friend of ours from Italy come to stay with us for a while, and he was just amazed. It was his first trip to America. And even this guy from Italy, I mean, that's a good country. That's a Western, you know, technologically advanced country, you know? And even he was so amazed at what we had here. He wanted us to take him to a shoe shop just to buy some new shoes. So we took him to DSW Shoes, which is a shoe warehouse. And we walked in, and his mouth just dropped. He was like, oh my gosh, I have never seen so many shoes. That's my Italian accent, right? Because all people from Italy talk just like this. That's how they talk, of course. I don't know where that's coming from. But he thought we were taking him to a shoe shop. Like, he'd have like 3 or 4 pairs of shoes to choose from. He had hundreds of pairs of shoes to choose from. Anyway, he was just amazed. And we were like, what? It's DSW Warehouse. It's no big deal. And he's like, you guys don't know how good you have it. It's just incredible what all blessings and what all opportunities you guys have here in a country that you can grow up and become anything that you want. Even there, they can't. And he was amazed that the economy that we have, even the economy's bad here. It's better here than it is anywhere else. All right, he was just amazed. So we really need to count our blessings as to what we have and be grateful for it. And go out there and seize that opportunity. That's your Minute Message. I'm Shannon Pickard. Hi, this is Shannon Pickard, and this is your Minute Message. I had to take you guys with me on the road this month because I'm booked a lot and traveling, and I just didn't have time to do these videos at home, at my office at home, so I'm taking you on the road with me, all right? So what I wanted to tell you for this particular episode is that there are 2 types of people in this world, and every one of you that's watching this right now, including myself, you are one of these 2 types of people. There are those that think they can. They believe that they can. And there are those that think they can't. They doubt everything. They're just not sure. They're insecure or whatever. Which one of them's right? The answer is that they're both right. If you think you can, you're absolutely right. But if you think you can't, you're absolutely right. And the coolest thing in the world is that you get to choose whichever one of those you want to be. It doesn't matter what your past is like, or what you look like, or what mistakes you've made, or whatever. It's your choice right now, currently, today. And I can't do anything about your past, and neither can you, but we can definitely do something about our future. You're one of those two types of people. Which one do you want to be? Do you think you can, or do you think you can't? Whichever one you believe is right. That's your Minute Message. I'm Shannon Pickard. Hi, I'm Shannon Pickard, and this is your Minute Message. A lot of people, especially, junior high and 8th grade on up to seniors in high school, that's when you figure out what it is that you want to do. A lot of career days and things like that. I'm asked to speak at career conferences and keynote those events all the time, so, for that age group. So, I know, and that's when I figured out kind of, what it is that I wanted to do and stuff like that. People are always asking, what do you want to do? What do you want to do after high school? Where do you want to go to college? What do you want to be? That kind of thing. That's important to know. What do you want to be? But what's more important for us to ask ourselves and to be able to answer is not just what do we want to be, but who do we want to be? Who do you want to be? Because if you know who you are, and it's solid, and it's grounded, and it's positive and awesome, who you are, then what you do is always going to rock. Because you've already decided who you are, and who you are is an awesome individual. So what you do might change 3 or 4 times. Even in college, I changed my major 3 times. But it didn't matter because I'd already established who I was. So don't just ask yourself, what do I want to be? Ask yourself, who do you want to be? It makes a lot of difference, and small difference can make all the difference. Well, I'm Shannon Pickard, and that's your Minute Message. Hi, this is Shannon Pickard, and this is your Minute Message. People ask me all the time because I do so much stuff. If you ever check my website out or Google me or whatever, and you see my Facebook or just see where all the websites and just all the stuff. I just do a lot of things. And people ask me, God, is there anything that you can't do? And my answer to that really is no. There's just stuff that I haven't tried. Because that's the truth. I can do anything. You can too. And here's a rule that I learned a long time ago. You get good at anything if you just simply do it every single day. That's it. Whatever it is that you want to be good at, if you'll do it every day, I promise you'll get good at it. It's a simple little thing. Or think about when you're little. It works when you're learning to ride a bike. It works when you're learning to swim and you can't swim at first, but then your daddy just throws you in the water with no floaties on at all, and there's no one around, and you have to learn. That was rough. But I learned how to swim. It works. It works when you're a little kid, and it works for real life today. All right, you get good at anything you do every day. So whatever it is that you want to be good at, start doing it, and do it every single day. And if you want to be exceptional, do it more than the next guy every single day. And I promise you, you will excel. That's the tip for success in your Minute Message. I'm Shannon Pickard.